We have another technique of the month for you guys. This one should be pretty useful for the real street fight situation that you most likely will encounter. So when someone is in your guard right here, in a street fight, especially the wrestlers, wrestlers, big guys, usually when you're fighting an opponent who's much heavier and stronger, they think that by leaning forward with an arm on your throat, driving their weight on you, this is very common, that they lean all their weight, driving their upper body very heavily, very realistic situation, or they drive right here, crushing your neck. Sometimes they'll hug your neck right here and try to punch your face in with this other arm, very common in a real street fight. So first thing is you want to make sure you have your guard closed, and as he's leaning his body weight on you right here, what I'm going to do is using my legs, push him away right here. So my legs create small space between him and I, and then I should easily shove his arm across my neck, and then I pull him back in, and I lock hands right here. So I push him away, creating enough space, shove the arm across my neck, and then I wrap with this arm right here. So the goal is to get to this point right here, and I'm locking my hands like this, palm to palm. Once I get this right here, what I want to do is use this outside leg and begin to scoot my hip out little by little, adjusting my angle right here. Now, from here, the best details on this side over here, check this out. What I want to do is once I have this angle right here and I'm off to the side and his arm is trapped right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten my leg on the ground. And now what some people can do if they have small enough legs is put the foot in the inside right here. That works for some people. If his knee is a little bit closer, you're going to feel like that's hard to get inside. So watch what I do. I lay my leg flat. Now as I push my leg that way, I pull his neck a little bit, stretching his body out. What that's going to make him want to do is step over my leg. Okay, he's going to walk right over it. Go back one more time. So, from this side angle right here, flatten your leg. As I push down, I pull his neck a little bit, and I keep his arm trapped right here. I stretch him out, he steps over. As soon as he steps over, my top hand, find his wrist. Grab the wrist right here with the thumb. Once I have my wrist, grab my own wrist. Now, with this leg resting on his back and pushing off my inside leg, I'm going to get up. Check out the back angle over here, please, on this side. I'm going to get up, and my bottom knee is going to come out to the ground right here. So all you're doing is you're really getting your hips on top of the person so your knee is up. Once your knee is up, put your hand out, push yourself up on their back, and put your hooks in right here. Boom. Okay? It's a lot of steps, but the most important thing is that you understand the purpose of each step, why it exists, and then you'll be able to remember it in the heat of the moment. So, person is crushing your neck right here. Of course, if they're trying to punch you, you got to respect the punch right here. So I'll kind of put my hand in here and hold that. With my legs, look at my legs. Push him away, making this lighter. Now I shove the arm across, and now I pull him back in. Hugging the neck right here tight. If you leave your head down, they can easily pull the arm off your neck. Boom, so keep your head close. Now, when you land here, most commonly, they're going to try to shake and pull out of here. So you're going to try to move and pull. All I want to do is keep them trapped right here. Don't let them pull away. Now, foot on the ground, hip out, adjust your angle a little bit, cross your legs over his back right here. Again, keeping him tight. Now this back leg right here is now going to get flattened. So I keep the arm trapped, flatten my leg, and as I push my leg down, I pull his neck, stretching him out. Don't step your leg over. So as I stretch him out, this is what's going to make his body do, flatten out. Now nobody likes to lay flat, so naturally, that's when they step over. That's what I want. Now I grab the wrist, top hand snatch the wrist, grab my own wrist. So come down, securing this wrist, grab my own wrist. Now pushing off my inside leg, I climb up. My hip comes up to my knee. I'll do that one by myself. So watch step out. I have his wrist, I have my own wrist, pushing off this leg, watch my hips come up. Boom. Notice how it's really not him, I'm not really using him to climb up. I'm using my own leg here, pivoting on my shoulder, and doing this. So this is a good exercise you can do by yourself, just to kind of see if you can balance on one leg and on your shoulder and get it. Once you do this, the bottom hand goes out, and you push yourself up and put your hooks in. Last time. So the person is crushing your here. When you do this to your partner, do it very slow, cooperate with each other. Boom. He hugs the neck, keeping himself very close until I calm down. Then he wiggles his hips out little by little, getting his side angle. Now the leg is flat over here. He flattens the leg, stretching me out. I walk over it. He finds the wrist, grabs his own wrist, gets up on his knee, pulls his hand out, puts his hooks in, and sit low on my back. And of course from here, as most of you already know, you can easily shoot for a choke and end the fight right there. Okay, we got one more detail now. It's when the person's hugging around your neck. Okay, block the punch the same way. Now, my hand comes inside right here, and I cup his shoulder, putting my forearm in his throat. Lift him up a little bit. This hand and my legs push him away. Look at my hand. My hand does this. 1, 2. Hold the same way right here. Hug his neck. So, That's one. Number two, he's hugging your neck. Block the punch still, okay? Now, hands right here. This hand comes in front. One, cup the shoulder. Push him away. Create some space. Slip your head around and drop into this, okay? And same thing. Hold on for a few seconds. Foot down, hip, hip. Cross your feet. Move your leg low. Straighten your body away. He goes to his knees. Grab your wrist. One, two. Hold your own wrist. Get up. Hand out. Hook in. Move back. Control or choke. So once you're able to perfect these two variations right here, lay down please. Once you're able to perfect, once you've done each one of these individually and they've made sense, then with your partner, what you want to do is focus on doing both of them interchangeably, and without even telling your partner what you're going to do, just dive on their neck, boom, and start to hit them a little bit, and then they have the opportunity to push away with the hand in the frame, create the space, and slip on it. Notice the speed we're doing it. That's the speed. When you're practicing these techniques for the first time, and in the early days, you want to make sure you do them so slow that you can't mess up. If you rush through the steps, you're for sure going to miss some of the important steps. And then when you try to use the technique in a real situation, you're very likely to ruin it. So really focus on doing precise, steps along the way, especially in the early stages. So let us know how it works, and good luck. Have fun.